All right, good morning. Heading off to Porsche Norwell currently. I gotta get some tires done on my car. We'll see what they have in stock. The last couple times I've been by there, they haven't had anything crazy sitting outside, but they've been posting a lot on their social media about like GT4s, GT4 RSs. So we'll see what they have in stock. If not, we'll see what I can find. Other than that, I'm not sure exactly what's going on today. I have High Rocks on Friday, so we're leaving on Thursday for New York. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited. I had my last workout yesterday. It's going to be a good time. I actually pinched something in my neck sleeping the other night. So I turned 42 on Monday, and that night I slept weird. So getting old showed up fast. But, I feel good though. I feel nice and strong for the event. I gotta do rear tires on the 718. I feel like the last couple of cars I've had, the tires don't last too long. That's a fun part of having a fast car. Little change of plans. The tires weren't the right size for my car, so they put me in a loaner. I got an electric Taycan. I'm heading down to Kingston to go to Nocturnal Print. They have our new hats that we ordered, all embroidered, and should be pretty cool. So I'll take you along for the ride and see how the hats came out. All right. Also, audio quality should be a little bit better in here due to the fact that there's no engine and it's not my loud 718. So we'll see the true test of a quiet car. All right, later. All right, here's the loaner, a Can 4S, electric, obviously. One thing I really think is pretty cool about this is this front lip. Look at that thing. That is enormous. I wish they would make a lip that big for my Cayman. But ride's pretty nice. A couple weeks ago I did an event with Porsche at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and I got to drive one of these on an autocross track. It was pretty fun. Pretty nice interior too. I think the buttons on the windows feel a little bit cheap, but other than that, it's a nice car. Don't love the black piano trim because it gets so dusty, as you can see that. But here's the buttons. I do like the knurls on the steering wheel though. Oh, panorama roof, ventilated seats. All right, so some glorious parts of owning a small business. Fixing a chain on a toilet. I didn't think that that was a great view or exciting thing to show you, but I did that in one of the shops this morning, and heading off to fix a potentially leaking ice maker. Just those little things that come up in everyday life of owning a small business is lots of moving parts, lots of clogged drains and stuff like that. Fixing leaking sinks and all that fun stuff. But you start to learn a lot of new trades and new skills by doing this. Like doing plumbing and not doing any electrical work, but building all the shops by hand. It's very, very rewarding. It's also a lot of work, but a lot of times you're climbing under counters and getting covered in coffee grounds and getting spilled on and all kinds of stuff, but it's fun. I wouldn't trade it for anything else, and I love it. All right, well, finally on my way home from getting my tires done, they found one other little thing that might need to take care of, but don't have to be doing that today. Yeah, heading home. I'm gonna cook some dinner tonight, and it's been a good day. It's been beautiful weather out, 77 currently, so I'm probably gonna go home and sit on the back deck and just chill for a little bit. All right, that's about it. Back home. Gonna water the gardens down a little bit. Got some loud chickens in there. Gardens are looking good. The lettuce and spinach are doing really well. Day 2, a rabbit got in there and took a bite out of a lot of them, but they're starting to thrive again. Tomatoes are looking good. Growing up into their baskets. I'm gonna trim some of the branches on there pretty soon. Herbs are doing well. Rosemary, we'll use a lot of that. Had some strawberries a couple days ago. We have quite a few strawberries in here already, which is pretty wild since we didn't plant them this year. Yeah, everything else is doing really well. Looks good. All right, chickies. We got 4 eggs. And then one of them keeps laying down on the bottom here. Let's see if they did again. And yes, 5 eggs. Gotta keep this thing nice and locked up. I guess raccoons can get in here. Here we go. 5 eggs. Not too shabby. Are you stuck? One thing that I learned about gardening, just kind of by mistake, shouldn't say exactly by mistake, but my mother would say you could just stick sticks in the ground and they would grow. And I have these Rosa Sharons, and they were just branches that I cut off a bigger Rosa Sharon we have in our front yard. So basically, whenever I trim them, I just stick the sticks in the ground, and you can grow smaller versions, ones like this, pretty easily. I also have an experimental garden bed that my wife likes to call it. I kind of just throw a bunch of stuff in there and see what happens. So in here now we have a bunch of sticks that are going to grow into Rosa Sharons. So they don't look like much right now, but they have the leaves on there, and those will look like those other ones that were there out back. I have them lining all around my porch, and within a couple of years there'll be big blooming bushes. Also in my experimental garden, I took, I think, 6 or 7 packets of like wildflowers and different flowers and stuff to throw in there and see what was going to happen. I have a pretty good green thumb when it comes to growing at least vegetables and herbs and random stuff, so we'll see what will happen. All right, well, that was the day. I spent a lot of time at Porsche. That was not great, but it is what it is. I need to get my tires done. Up next we have High Rocks. I have High Rocks on Friday morning. I'll probably release this video tonight. So Thursday and Friday will be road trip and starting up at High Rocks. So we'll see what I get for footage there. Who knows? I'm very new to this, so I don't know if I'll be able to record as much as I want, but we'll find out. I'll see if I can get Heather to get a bunch of behind the scenes footage for me and post it up on here. All right, well, I'm gonna cook some steak, chips, and green beans. Have a great night. Cheers.